Fasting policy for sheep. Introduction. Handling sheep that are full of feed and water is not an easy task. They are more prone to hurt. Shearers, farmers, and shearing industry personnel, during shearing, while not feeding sheep for a long time, can affect the growth of unborn lambs, when ewes are shorn during pregnancy. Full sheep kick and struggle more during shearing and cause hazardous conditions in the catching pens and on the shearing board, by passing more feces and urine. So, a proper fasting policy for sheep is needed to follow the proper fasting time, ensure effective shearing and lower the chances of injury among shearers. Risks involved in shearing. Sheep are very unpredictable, and so, everyone involved in shearing can be injured or face hazards at any time. The common problems include bruising and cuts, injuries due to machinery, heat stroke and heat exhaustion, sprains and strains, and other similar kinds of injuries when catching and dragging sheep. Managing risks. When there are risks, there are also ways to manage the risks and improve the conditions in the workplace for shearers. By making shearers aware of the right method of shearing and giving them the much required support, the business owners can lower the possibility of workplace injury and make the workplace less hazardous for shearers. Besides, the staff involved in shearing should be allowed to rest and relax when they are mentally or physically exhausted, otherwise, they might ill-treat the sheep and this increases their risk of being injured. Preparing sheep. Fasting sheep before shearing reduces the risk of injury, and allows for shearers, livestock managers, contractors, producers, owners and stock persons to make the most of shearing. For this, farmers and shearing contractors should make sure that the holding paddocks are of light feed, have a water trough and shade. The yards for fasting are of dirt, cement, rock or batten rail grading. The sheep are dry. Prevent storage of chemicals inside the wool shed. Draft to separate sheep based on breeds, sex, age, wool length, etc. Guide on fasting time. Persons involved in shearing should ensure that no sheep goes without food or water for a longer period of time. Here is the fasting time guide. Rams up to 80 kilograms should be taken off food and water for no less than 24 hours and no more than 48 hours. Rams over 80 kilograms should be taken off food and water for no less than 36 hours and no more than 48 hours. Adult rams must be sedated, at least 20 minutes before shearing. Wethers, hoggets and ewes with condition score 3 should be taken off food and water for no less than 36 hours and no more than 48 hours. Poll Dorset ewes and ram hoggets benefit from extended fasting. They need to be taken off food and water for no less than 36 hours and no more than 48 hours. Sheep that are affected by drought with condition score 2 or less than that should not be without food or water for no less than 12 hours and no more than 30 hours. Recommendations. For ewes. A ewe that is not pregnant or lactating should spend no less than 20 hours and no more than 32 hours off feed before shearing, while for a ewe that is in its early or mid-pregnancy the time should be no less than 18 hours and no more than 30 hours. For hoggets. A hogget that is neither pregnant or lactating should spend no less than 18 hours and no more than 30 hours off feed before shearing, while a hogget that is shorn during pregnancy or lactation should spend no less than 12 hours and no more than 24 hours before shearing. For lambs and wethers. Young lambs should spend no less than 6 hours and no more than 24 hours off feed before shearing, while for adult wethers, it should be no less than 20 hours and no more than 32 hours before shearing. Responsibilities. Employers should ensure the workplace is safe and free from any risks. Give information, instruction and training to employees so that they perform their tasks properly. Provide properly functional and well-maintained facilities to all employees. Employees should take care of their own health and safety. Cooperate with the employer. Treat the sheep with respect and kindness. Your company should follow this policy, review it and change it when required. Disclaimer. This document is prepared based on various research materials and studies that are done prior, and we have taken proper care when using the information, and verified every source before incorporating them into this document. But this document is prepared only to inform and educate people about the current situation in the shearing industry and what is our view regarding this. And so, it is declared not to consider this document as the final verdict. shearquantity.com is not liable, or to be held responsible to any person or entity regarding, if anything, a person, stock or property is harmed or injured, directly or indirectly as a result of using the information contained in this document. It is your own responsibility to check, and if you want to use anything from this document, you should consult with your associates first. The information in the document has not been reviewed or approved by any official testing body or government agency.